Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Ready, go.
Now again, right side. Jefferson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This is Grant. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you know, that the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Mexico City Golden Eagles and the Denver Broncos. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. 53. Yo, 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 yo.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
Come on, set. 70 Indy. Go 50 extra money. In the face. Check 50. Check 50.
They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
They will run with Graham. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here comes Grant on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Ready, set, 39. Check, Mike, 39. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. They're coming. Go, 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 run, run, run.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Good coverage there holds them to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Second and 11. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Jefferson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. He'll drop to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
On for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop. 2nd and 6. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
That's going to be a long day. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. On the ball. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Hayward. Go. Over. Roy. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
The Broncos take over.
That's it, buddy. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you. Ready, go.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Grant. Breaks through the contact. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Red, 18 Gator.
3 bud.
By 7, let's go.
Check name. Check right, 39.
I got one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, down the tide? You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league, most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. When you grow up, they used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard. On the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Golden Eagles and the Denver Broncos. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Chad Hunt, check 60, orange.
Hey, I'm coming.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Good job.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
No. Off. You're out. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60, Pittsburgh.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You know. 58's the money. 58's the money. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
Watch the run. 58, boy. 58, Mike.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Completes it to Corey Grant. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 32-yard line.
Second down and inches. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Back to throw here. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First and 10 at the 48.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they give this time to the tailback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Man.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They're going to look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and sneak it here. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And as a result, possession switches hands. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Grant, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
On 2nd down, it's Grant, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back back to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
2nd and 3. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Charlie, 90, cool. Ready, go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Score! Yeah! Touchdown, baby! Yeah! Hey!
A try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Golden Eagles 14, Broncos nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. So it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On second down now, Jefferson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Recon, 132 fight. Echo.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Who there? Who there? Let's go, let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in. Let's go.
On 1st down, Grant. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here's the pop up. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Check. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Campbell making the catch. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, let's get box track. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Back to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Scene 6. We're going to 88. Let's go.
Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to work. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Broncos take over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Safety's creeping. Ready, go!
They go back to Grant. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They bring their punter out there now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He'll return it from the 6. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jefferson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Jefferson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
General, rest. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to take, and it's caught. Touchdown. Paris Campbell, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, the defense did their job, and then, boom, a one-play drive. The offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Read. Quarterback, don't get nervous. H3, 2, and ready, go.
They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Run.
They'll set up a throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Bravo.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, it's Grant. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Broncos take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
This is our time, guys. This is our time.
2nd and 2. He completes this to Sutton. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 15.
53. Mike, 53. Ready.
Back to throw here. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get one score closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw, and he'll find Hall. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Grant. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me.